Today, I'm offering 4 homebuyer tips that are sure to help you make the right decision. Stay tuned. So we're in a market right now, which is still a seller's market, but there are a lot of buyers that are jumping into the pool because of the historically low mortgage rates. And because of that, buyer competition is a little bit fierce. So with all the things that you have to worry about, I want to offer you 4 simple tips that will help you make the right decision. Tip number 1, and these aren't in any particular order, but tip number 1 is fall in love with the neighborhood, not the house. And the reason I say this is because you can take a very prestigious house, stick it in a neighborhood that's not as prestigious, and you're probably not going to be happy because, one, it doesn't match your lifestyle, it doesn't have the amenities that you're looking for, all the things in terms of community it may not necessarily have. But if you take a house that has good bones that may need a little bit of fixing, a little bit of aesthetic work, put it in a really great neighborhood, eventually over time, you're going to fall in love with the house and the neighborhood as well. Not to mention your property values are probably going to appreciate faster in the better neighborhood. Tip number 2, please, whatever you do, don't lowball every single offer that you make. Now, we're in an uber competitive market right now, so a lot of buyers are jumping into the pool for the first time. Some are jumping into the pool or back into the pool. And because of that, the competition is fierce, which is causing pricing to go up. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, but Dietrich, I don't feel like I should have to pay X amount of dollars for this house in this location. And you may be right. Here's a secret. The market is the market is the market, and it doesn't care what you think. It's telling everybody what the value of the houses are, and that's based off of what people are willing to pay for it. So if you're trying to get the house, please listen to your agent. They should be guiding you and steering you in the right direction in terms of how you put together a decent offer that can get you an offer that's accepted, as opposed to lowballing every offer and then wondering why you're not getting the bids. Tip number 3, don't focus on all the fixings. Now, I know those granite countertops are really pristine and that marble floor is to die for. But what you want to look at is the craftsmanship. You want to look to see how well did they construct all of these beautiful things that are in the house. Are there other things that might be wrong with the house? What I call the 4 pillars: the roof, the electrical, the plumbing, and finally the foundation. Those are going to be big ticket items that if they need to be repaired and you purchase the house, you're going to have to pay for those things. So a decent, really thorough inspection will uncover all of that stuff. But don't be blinded by all of these fixings first, right? It's really to get you into the house to take a look. But once you get up under the hood, you really get all the details of what the house is really like. So again, I know the painting and all those great things, they're nice, but you want to look under the hood and get all the details of the house rather than just fall in love with all the trimmings that come with it. And finally, tip number 4, and this is perhaps the most important, is make sure you hire the right team. Look, every agent has a preferred lender, and there's a reason that we have preferred lenders that we like to work with, and that's because we work well together. Now, you could hire an agent and a lender that don't know each other, but the chances of the team having a really good fit may be a little bit short-lived, right? And the reason I'm telling you this is if you look at any sports team that has won a championship, that has gone on to do great things or create dynasties, typically the team has a gel or a good fit because they know how to work well together. The teams that don't have the good records typically may not work well together. They may not agree with what management is doing. They may not like the coach who's in charge of doing everything. And there's little to no communication that may take place. And because of that, you can see how it operates on the court. Now, of course, you want to hire somebody who's competent, who knows their stuff, but you also want to make sure that with your personality, the agent, the lender, and everybody else that you choose is a really good fit, because at the end of the day, it's all about getting you what you need as the buyer. And if the team fits and works well, it's less stress on you, and you don't have to worry about all those things. So those are the 4 tips, right? Make sure that you take heed to all of those tips. And if you found this information useful, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, ring that bell so you get notified when I drop future editions of Info on the Go. And as always, I'll see you next time.